I said, you know what? Because at that time, I'm like, let me attend church. Because at that time, I didn't have a church background. But I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and get involved in the church. Let me be a part of the church. And once I actually started being involved in the church and being with my brothers and sisters in Christ, I became to fit right in. But it wasn't until I joined church and I said, you know what? I did do music. I never rap, but here in church, I can have a voice.
Yeah.
So I actually joined our men's choir, man. I can honestly tell you, I may not be the best and I might not be the worst, but I'm right in the middle. And I can honestly say, man, it's a different leg up in life, man, being in church and being in part of a men's choir and being in the ministry, because so many of us, we gravitate towards the things that we do see, but we don't gravitate to things that we don't see.
Right.
Salvation, everybody needs. There's a place where everybody should be. And in this day and age, health is the most important thing that should be on everybody's radar. You know, but
podcast will start in.
Run it up. We're chasing all the lights all day, every day. Hustle till we get it right. Aiming for the moon, shoot the stars right by. Don't sleep, no time, gotta reach for the sky. Run it up, run it up. We're chasing all the lights all day, every day. Hustle till we get it right. Aiming for the moon, shoot the stars right by. Don't sleep, no time, gotta reach for the sky. Run it up, run it up, run it up.
Welcome to the Grind It Up podcast. Today is a very, very special one. I mean, I haven't seen this guy in so long. We've been good friends. We were doing the promotional game, doing the flyers, just running St. Louis, doing promotional stuff. The one and only Terrill Weston, a.k.a. Playmaker Media.
yes.
Playmaker.
Thank you.
Man, it is such an honor. It's just a beautiful thing to see you. It's been so long. The podcast crew literally surprised me with your appearance, and I am so grateful and so honored.
Thank you. And I'm blessed to be here. It's been a long time in the making, but reuniting with my family that we actually started this along many years ago, it's a blessing and a privilege to be here. So thank you for having me.
Man, so for me to give everybody a background, like back in the day, Terrill was the man. Playmaker Media, he was connecting the dots. Like, if something was going on, he was a part of it. And I was the graphic guy. I was doing all the flyers, the logos.
Yes.
He was keeping me busy, and we were just slaying it.
Yeah.
And it's so wild because during this era, we have Nice from Sniper Records, King Odie, DJ King Odie.
Yes.
And so many more people. It is just like a family reunion right now because remember, we were doing this before technology was at your fingertips. There was like the sidekick, you know, you flip it up and type that way, but it was a challenge to get your music out there, to get the stuff out there, doing promotional things. And that guy right there was the workhorse.
Yes.
And he was slaying it in our area.
Yes. What I can honestly say is, though I wasn't able to be a master at graphics, nor DJing, or when it came to merchandising, that's where all of you guys came into play. And a lot of people who don't know, it's more than just I that was actually involved. Like Mark mentioned, there's a lot of other individuals who I can probably say later on in the broadcast that I can actually mention to give a salute to, because it was all instrumental. So it was a unity family affair. But for Mark, as he mentioned, all of us started from humble beginnings. But the thing about Mark was a multimedia operation out of his bedroom, pretty much.
Yes.
Anybody who needed something done, we went to Mark, and Mark was pretty much set up in his bedroom. So Mark was in high demand, flyers, graphics, and also too, Mark did the t-shirts where Mark had the iron-on transfer paper where we get all of our t-shirts. So it was so much that was actually done. And then for Sniper, Nice, we were in his kitchen handling business. So whenever I went to his house, you know, we actually set up computer-wise and talking to getting the next show done either at the Civic Center or at I can't remember the facility that was in St. Louis. That was Nice and his father, you know, shouts out to Dad because he's always been there instrumental in everything that Nice we did as a whole. And then coming to play meeting King Odie was in the bottom of the basement at the
Projects, you know, studio. So all having to meet all these guys. God put people in your life for a purpose, and the purpose was for us to actually see something that we envisioned and was able to take that to a mainstream audience, if not a national audience, and that's what we are.
Man, it's just so wild. I just remember it almost seems like a different lifetime.
Yes,
because when you're so busy doing the stuff, you really don't sit back and be like, oh man, everybody knows us.
yes,
We're just deep in the woods, just, just in it, just on to the next thing, the next thing, not knowing we were making a huge impact.
correct.
And now we sit back and it's just like, dang, there's so many people that knew about us
Yes,
that we didn't know.
yes,
And it was all because of the effort we put in. And that just shows you, even if you're new to something, if you put 100% into it and don't let everybody else distract you, you can achieve anything. Like Terrill said, I was working out my bedroom
yes,
in my mama's house.
yes.
Yes.
That's what's up.
And I was the top name in St. Louis doing graphics.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Working wonders on that old school computer you had.
Yeah,
Yes.
my computer
Yes.
damn near almost started smoking. I mean, it was just struggling,
Yes.
rendering videos, and it took days. Y'all don't know nothing about that.
Yes.
That's the sick.
Yes.
So, T, what have you been up to now?
Pretty much being a family man. I'm a deacon in church and working, and pretty much just staying busy, staying out the way, just staying healthy, man, and living life, and just enjoying life,
Yeah.
Man, tell us about that clean eating style you adopted.
You know what? I would actually say that was something that my wife actually conjured up. My pastor put out there for us to actually do a fasting challenge in church, and she actually went ahead and she stepped forward and she said to herself, I'm gonna go ahead and make a decision and take up the challenge. She was eating meat at the time we were as a family, so she decided to go ahead and started fasting, which became a total life change for her. And that's back in 2015, so up until now she's been vegan with different holistic remedies and stuff that she's incorporated.
Okay.
Fasting and fruits and vegetables and living a healthy lifestyle.
Man,
let's give her a round of applause real quick because
2015.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
Oh, you also say you like to sometimes watermelon in season. You like to get about 20 some of them things.
Trying. You know what? I actually just started adapting to. I never was a fan favorite of watermelons, but my wife, because she kept them in the house all the time, that's what pretty much led me to wanting to have watermelons. And then when I saw how fascinated that she was with it and how it became a total health regimen for her, I said, "When we go ahead and incorporate that into my healthy lifestyle I need." So you can't turn me away from a watermelon. I look for the watermelons right now when I can.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Man.
So much easier in a family structure when the wife adapts that mindset, because it just kind of makes it easy for everybody else to get on board or whatever. So
yeah, you even eat them seeds too, right? Because
yes, sir.
Seeds.
Got you. They see what they mentioned. That's what a lot of the nutrition is, man. That's in the source. So I might as well go ahead and just have the seeds too.
Okay.
Yes,
Man.
yes.
Can you give me a memory like of nice from back in the day?
Yeah.
You put me on.
Actually, I have several. But I would say this: how we all came to be was probably in the making, not knowing. We all had a vision at the time, a hustle, a grind, but we all sat differently in different times, and it was something that had to have taken place in order for us to resonate, to get together. It all started with a flyer that I actually seen somewhere in either St. Louis or East St. Louis, and the flyer was a promotion for a show. Then I thought about it. I said, what can I do? I want to get involved in showcases. I want to get involved in music, because at that time, I think it was Club Casino. And one of my guys, shouts out to Beatty, he was the one that was actually from the radio stations that actually had the game on lock when it came to shows. And it was artists, starving artists, I called it, that they were actually in tune to music and they wanted to perform, but they didn't actually have the money. And if you did have the money, you would be on set for a short period of time. And I thought about, well, I can possibly do something like that. So I took the guys who were local heroes in the neighborhood and I said, you know what, let's go ahead and I'm going to try and put together a show. So that's what I did. And I started with a paper flyer with a design. And once I actually started distributing that design, that flyer, I got the first set out. Then I said, well, let me go ahead and redo it. And that's when I put everybody's information on the back of the flyer. And once I did that, it just turned the total landscape of us being a poster boy and putting it into so many different people's hands. It was the most talk about paper. And that was, again, paper flyer. I couldn't afford PK Graphics flyers because that wasn't in the budget. But using paper, black and white, front and back, there was no competition when I put that paper flyer out there. And that's pretty much, man, started the match that lit the fire totally.
What year do you think that might have been? Just rough guess.
That was probably, I would say probably about 2007, 2008, I think.
Nah, it was earlier than that.
Earlier than that?
It was like probably like 05.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think I met y'all before 2007.
Okay.
So.
Yes.
Man.
Yeah.
But no, I just asked because where things are now, like Mark mentioned, everything being at the push of a button.
Yes.
And it seems like light years. That's crazy.
Bro, we was in them streets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you mentioned that, Odie, because during that time, I remember Mark not having a car. Sniper, we would go to Sniper's house and Sniper would have like 50 guys in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And all of them wore J's, man. They had the J's game on lock. And I was like, man, how can I get me a pair of J's? But anyway, fast forward, these guys actually catapulted and coming together. And that was all about unity.
Mm-hmm.
So when I brought in Holloway, the next thing you know, I went over to Sniper. And then it was just it turned into a networking effort to a family affair because we all embedded. We was like, you know what? In order for us to move successfully, we got to work together.
Yeah.
And I got on the phone doing some stuff and I went to being a street soldier. Then Nice and his troops, his soldiers, they went to being a foot soldier. Mark was being in the bedroom, keeping up the next visual, the next flyer, the next t-shirt going. And then next, when we had all that completed, it was time to go ahead and say, well, I got all these East Side artists, but none of them actually had that St. Louis radio exposure.
Yeah.
That's when I met Connect. Somehow a flyer, my name got into his hands and my name was in his mouth. And
shout out to Connect.
Yeah, shout out to Connect and Dollars. And Odie, he was like, you know what? You need to holler at my guy, King Odie. King Odie was the actual legacy pioneer, the godfather of St. Louis music, front. And he brought you in. When he mentioned you, I said, you know what? Because you had history. And it was only right for us to bring what we were doing to that side of the water because we needed to have that exposure. And that's what you brought. You brought something that was that we didn't have any exposure to. But I said, where we are, guys, as a collective, how can you help us? This is what we have. We're starving too. But St. Louis was making such an impact during that time. And it's like, what can we do? How can you help us out?
Well, you definitely made me smile just listening to it for a couple of reasons. When you refer to paper flyers,
yes,
that takes me back to the 80s, bro.
Yeah.
For real. Because that's all we had back then was paper flyers. And then it was something else you mentioned that I forgot, but it reminded me of that time as well. But then also I'm sitting there smiling because right before we started the show, I asked Nice, like, am I the only person who calls you Nice? And he's like, yeah, for the most part. But then I heard you call Mark Holloway, which you always used to call him.
Yes.
And you called Nice Sniper.
Yes.
And I'm sitting there like, man, it just feels like a person know them when they call them by that.
Me being heard, as Mark mentioned, Holloway mentioned, it's family oriented.
Yeah.
And no matter where we go in life, we always going to have that that relationship,
Mhm.
you know, that bond. Because again, we blood, sweat, tears. I remember we blood, sweat, tears on any and everything that we did. And it means most important to people, having people around you that see and share in the same vision as yourself. If not, you'll be the only one doing it. But don't rest assured, hard work and effort does prevail. It does pay off. You just have to stay consistent and find and surround yourself with people who are leaders, people who are moving forward. And that's what I did, you know, and that's what brought us all together. That one flyer, that one match, and here we are. You know, so many years later, man.
And let me give Holloway some props, man. He you mentioned him doing graphics.
Yes.
It's one thing to be good at doing graphics, but you are like, he has a vision also.
Yes.
Like, it's kind of like being the singer and the songwriter.
Yes.
He's both when it comes to the graphics.
Oh, he was absolutely ahead of the game.
Mhm.
And I think what I appreciated about your style once I finally knew who was doing them, because I saw your work before I knew you. We come from a often copycat market.
Yes.
And so the fact that you did not copy, what was it, PK Graphics?
PK Graphics.
Was that who was doing the No Limit stuff?
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
Who was
okay.
That's
all right.
like
PK
a
Graphics,
pen
the
and pixel,
printing
pen and
company.
pen and picture. That's
Right.
what I think.
But
Well, I'm saying because you
Yes.
didn't copy anyone else.
yes.
Which so many people were coming. I remember people were coming to me with their projects, and they was like, "Hey man, can you give me graphics?" That's what it was. Pen and
Mhm.
pixel. Can you give me graphics like pen and pixel? No. Why? We not from there. Why would you? You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So the fact that you had your own hot ass style, man, was so and it was ahead of the game. Absolutely ahead of the game.
Whatever you brought to Mark could create it. Period. Hands down. And there's so many different things that Mark has created, but I can say this, during the time as you just mentioned,
Yeah.
the leaders in the design world, I'm gonna give two factors. One was Miami Chaos
Mhm.
with the animation,
Yeah.
graphics.
Yeah.
I remember.
Totally the hurricane of graphics. And then there was All Star, I think, no, it's World, was it? No, it wasn't World Star. It was, I think it was, this is a Promotion Star. They were the ones who actually did all of the, and I got it in my phone too. They were the ones who did all the animated, what you see right here on the backdrop here.
Yeah.
Mark was like, you know what? Mark was doing the regular landscape graphics. Well, I say, Mark, we need to have something, banners. I say, Mark, we need to do some flash banners.
Yeah.
And I said, man, but these guys, as soon as you get a email distribution, like email through your phone, it's like that email just lit up. It's like, man, the email is dancing on my phone.
Yeah.
I'm like, Mark, can you do this? Mark was like, you know what? I got you. That's when Mark put together that one flash banner for the Hitbreakers.
Uh-huh.
All the projects the Hitbreakers did, Mark had that. And still to this day, brother, I still want to know how you mirrored that again with little to no technology, little to no training. You picked that joker up on the fly, man. Kudos to you. Like I said, man, this is a family. Being here, man, seriously, I'm like a little kid all over again.
Yeah,
Because of where we
that's
were,
what I'm
man.
getting. That's what I'm getting.
You know?
Young energy, man.
If it wasn't for the cameras, I'll be unleashed in here, man, because these guys, man, these are my brothers, man. These are my brothers from another mother, seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, we have some good stuff, man.
Man, and that was all self-taught. Like, self-taught. I learned Photoshop on my mom's computer. That was garbage. You remember?
Yes, I know, man. I know.
Garbage.
I know.
And
then, like you said, not to cut you off, waiting for it to render, maybe 4 or 5 hours.
4 or 5 days.
Yeah, Mark, we got a show in 30 minutes. How fast can you get it to save? Man, we need it, Mark. But through it all, man, it all worked out, you know.
Shout out to Jubal. He always came with the latest, latest new software to help improve and helping me build a computer. He built one. Well, he built the computer. He just gave it to me. I didn't help. But yeah, Jubal was the man.
That name sound familiar.
Yeah.
That made you look.
Nope.
No.
He was a computer guy. He was behind the scenes. Very talented.
Yep.
And very hands-on, man. Also, too, I'm gonna give a shout out to Tim Gray, man, Citywide Records, because if it wasn't for Tim Gray, who actually found my flyer I never would have been able to meet Holloway Mark. So like I said, man.
DJ Ticket, what up, my dude?
DJ
Look, I'm
Ticket.
sitting there going, Tim Gray, I know that name.
DJ
Ticket, what up, my dude?
Yes. So again, man, just how a chain come together to be manufactured. That's what it was with us. One leak after the other, man.
Yeah.
You know.
You're the one that actually introduced me to Holloway. And
Yes.
See, I'm learning all this now.
Yeah.
I'm smiling again just because the more I hear this,
Yes.
clearly I can remember the time, but
Michael Jackson.
like with them, I just found, I didn't know that they all went to school together till we started this, and I didn't know that you were the nucleus for everybody getting to know each
Yeah,
other.
man. Again, just being at the right place at the right time and being able, it just goes to show you that the same passion and vision I had, how many other people shared the exact same thing.
Yeah.
And everybody had their own talents. I say this about myself to this day. I never was a graphic person. I never was a DJ person. I never was a merchandise person. I was what you call the Steve Jobs of Apple.
Yeah, that's
a
dope.
facilitator, a person who can go and get engineers, a person who can go and get manufacturers, and a person who can go and get people that can actually write the programs. So I was that person that was in the gray. I might not do it, but I know somebody who can. But I can be the head of it, the forefront person, take command, and then I can know how to go out and I can execute it. And that's what I was.
This is
An
the
executable person who was able to do that,
Magic Johnson of the game.
Woo!
That's who you was.
Yes.
Well, for the indie artists that are watching, or for those who handle artists, or maybe you're close to somebody like that, pay attention, because what you're hearing is how instrumental having a team can be. I know so many people want to take on and wear every hat by themselves, but when you have the pieces in place that we had, there's no telling what you can accomplish.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also too, Odie, after with us having a good ride the way that we did, seriously, that's when it came into play. For those who might know, for those who don't know, my cousin is Wayne, Big Wayne Caraway, owns Nolu Records.
Okay.
And they were actually already making noise at the time. So I was able to hear about what he was doing with his group, 2 Cents, and bringing in again another player on another level, but actually being able to utilize some of the things that he was doing. And it was one of our first show, B-Town Get Down. I invited them to the show, and I kind of sold out tickets. So I did a Master P. I gave you a flyer and a ticket and some CDs who was going to perform at the show. So I packaged everything up. And the day that they came to perform, we had a sold out show, standing room only. Somebody hit a pole. The whole place went black, But from that moment on, it was like we were known for having to put on a good show, and it blacked out, man. So that just pretty much just took it to another level. And at that time, they were getting ready to hit the roll, but then they were actually trying to shoot a video, making money come into play. Shout out to John True Saint, man. Focus Films out in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Made that beat.
Who made that?
He was on a hook too, right? Making money is the
Yes. That's just, I can't recall. I can't remember what the producer. I know him. I can't think of his name right now. But yes, that was the song. And so they shot the video. But once they actually shot the video, it was finished, but there wasn't no outlet for us to get it to mainstream. And so they figured out through the run the mill, and it was like, man, I can't get the video if we take the video to a national level, we can actually go ahead and put it on the broadcast so everybody can actually see it. But they was having trouble with actually finding the right contacts to get it to BET and so on and so forth. And then my cousin asked me, say, hey, he say, Play, I got this video we just finished shooting. I want to know if you can actually dig into your pocketbook or your So you can pull a rabbit out the hat, see if you can get this video. Because right now, we got everything. We got the bus. We got all the music. We got all the artists. We got venues. We just need the video out to the mainstream audience. And I was like, you know what? Let me see what I can do. So pressure's on for me to try and find a connect to get the video to BET. Found a connect, got the video to BET. Wondering if they got it or not.
Yeah.
I sent it return receipt. I don't think I actually received a return receipt in the mail, but I was like, okay, well, cool, fine. So I just waited and come to find out that it was a process game. So they sent my first submission, they sent it back to me because they told me I didn't have the proper format for closed capture. So I had to redo it, package everything, and send it back. So from that moment on, man, it was a waiting game. So I was just waiting.
Yeah.
What was my thought? Oh, because I know Stice about to get on the roll. I know him. Did you, wait a minute, I joke about this every time because it seems seemingly I was the last person to find out. Did you know Mark was in the guns way back then?
I sure did not.
Okay, good. At least it was another person.
I did not.
It wasn't just me.
I did not know.
Everybody do that.
I did not know. I did not know because you never mentioned it to me because the only weapon I knew Mark to ever actually have that was dangerous was a mouse, a computer mouse. That's the dangerous part about Mark because once Mark is in his element, it's game over, man.
Man, I felt so awkward when he was like, dude, hollowware.
Yes.
I was like, wow.
But he did.
He said that back in the day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was never a gun on the logo.
No, it was based on the hollow tip bullet.
Yeah.
Because so it creates a air pocket.
There was
and
never a
expands,
bullet
so
on the logo.
Maximum
Gotcha.
destruction, but it blows up on impact. That was
But there was no bullet on the logo.
No.
No.
I think like that.
No, but I'm saying, how was somebody just supposed to put that together?
It was probably a passion or love for it, man. That was hidden for a while.
Most definitely is. I was like, really? Damn. So
besides my mom and dad, I don't think a lot of people learn that I was in the guns. But besides my mom and dad, the first people to learn that I was in the guns were my neighbors. I'm gonna tell y'all a real quick story.
Yeah, tell me that.
This is a good one. So this is so crazy. So I had bought a blank firing movie prop gun. It was a Beretta 92F. It was gold.
Gotcha.
Shout out Temperature Beats. We actually shot it in the studio and got video of it, like in the studio, poof, to get the sound effect.
Okay.
So Temperature Beats knew about it, but I think this happened afterwards. Well, this incident happened before we went to the studio with it. So I just got this blank firing gun. I ordered it online. So what that means is a movie prop.
Yeah.
The barrel is cemented. It shoots a smaller diameter shell. Looks like 9mm, but it's not. You can't put a real 9mm in it. Functions just like a real gun. The only difference is there's two little ports on the top. That's where the gas goes. Nothing comes out the front. I get it in the mail. I stuff tissue paper in my ears. I go in my backyard.
Oh, man.
And I empty the fucking mag. One neighbor, he worked for the trying to be part of the police department. Other neighbor, just some cool Hispanics. And I go back inside. I think my mom was at work. My room is at the very back of the house. It had an AC unit in the window.
Okay.
And I'm sitting there playing with it, and I hear voices, like people. I look out my back window. There's cops walking around my house with rifles. Oh, shit.
Yes.
Man.
So what happened, somebody called the police and said the neighbor's shooting at people. Here's the thing. I was young, maybe 7, I don't know how old, maybe 17, I don't even know.
Gotcha.
But the chief of police, me and his son used to play all the time.
Okay.
So Scott Penny, chief of police, calls the house. I'm scared to answer the phone. I'm in my room hiding. I'm like, oh, maybe I was younger than 17. And I'm like, oh, I knew I messed up. And I can't remember if I answered or whatever. But I do remember, like, was my mom and dad home? I don't know. I remember opening up the door and the chief of police is standing on my porch, Scott Penny. But there's 2 cop cars in front of the house.
Oh.
And then on the side of the porch were 2 cops right here. I walked out on the porch, scared as that, like,
Yeah.
and he calmly was like, were you shooting a gun? And I immediately like, well, it's not a real gun. It's a blank firing gun.
Guys.
It's a movie prop. Yeah, I just shot it in the backyard. He's like, can I see it? I'll come in there with you. No, wait. I don't know if he came in. Anyway, I go get it. I put it right back in the box. And this is the most epic thing ever. You see this gold cartel-looking gun. I hand it to the chief of police. All these cops aiming their guns at me. The whole neighborhood's out. Like, because it looks like, something's going down. And we're talking. And he's like, just don't do it again. And then hands it back to me and I go inside. Can you imagine how freaking untouchable I felt now?
Yeah.
Because my neighbors wouldn't say shit to me. They were just like, fuck that white boy. He's crazy.
Yeah.
The cop just gave him the gun back that he was shooting in the backyard. Police left.
What?
Mom yelled at me, pissed off. I survived.
You sure did.
But that was my first experience with a handgun and with the cops same day.
Right.
So,
Not knowingly, somebody come knock on your door and you
Yeah.
got them nosy neighbors.
Oh, man.
My
Man.
neighbors never messed with me ever after that.
I was just gonna say, I'm glad that was young Mark, because this
Man.
version of you,
Yeah.
this version of you would be, yeah, bitch, now what?
Yeah. I would have had a suppressor.
Oh man, that's too much.
Yeah, so that was the first story. It's crazy. That's how I got
Yeah.
into the gun. Well, that's how everyone else learned.
Okay, right. It's a learning experience, man.
So yeah.
Definitely.
whole neighborhood was like, keep an eye on that guy, okay?
Oh yeah. The lady, Miss Hoss, she hated me across the street. Older, bitter woman. Just hated me.
Did you ever make peace with her?
No, I was a little shit.
Gotcha.
No. I was scared to go over there. Like, I
Oh,
stayed away
man.
from her.
That's crazy.
But my friend Chris Reeves lived next to her, so I always cross her yard a little bit to get into his yard and get to his house. So she was always looking out the window like,
That's crazy. That's crazy.
What's
But
up,
you know
y'all? It's
what?
Mark from Grinding Up Podcast, and I have something that I got to tell you about. So if you want to see the exclusive, the behind the scenes of stuff that we can't air on regular stuff, Ko-fi.com. You can hit us with a tip, do any little donation like that, whatever you want. It's just all going to go to us improving our setup and making things look even better for you. And you get the exclusive content that nobody else gets. So check it out.
That's crazy. But you know what? Once back to the video, it was which you pretty much know. During that time when we shot the video, the Hip Hop Summit came to town.
Yeah.
So they had just finished shooting the video, and the Hip Hop Summit came to town. And so me and my wife, we didn't have cable at the time, so I used to have to go with my mother-in-law. Rest in peace, my mother-in-law. She just pretty much passed away.
Okay.
A couple
Sorry
weeks
for
ago.
your family's loss, bro.
Yes, thank you. And I used to fall asleep on her couch waiting for a BET to come on. So it's like the video already submitted. And the guy told me, and he said, well, just wait. We're going to shoot it one Saturday. Because at that time, for those of you who don't know, but will know, so when it finally aired, I know I was already asleep. And I heard the jingle come on. Pimps. I said, man, I instantly woke up out of my sleep. The video was on TV, man. And that video, shouts out to all the artists, man, that were local, that was in there, from Rucker Puff to Joker to Spade Ripper, all the guys, man, that was in that video. Alpine, shouts out to Alpine.
Yeah.
Man, there was so many, but
I know Alpine was in that video.
yes, when that video broke, it gave No Loop a vehicle to hit the road and to travel, man, because everybody knew what that Hummer represented at that time.
Yeah.
And so when that Hummer came on, when the video came on, man, I was not only was I excited, I was through the roof, man, because he had paid me. So I was like, my cousin. So if they never did play the video, I was gonna have to refund his money.
Yeah.
But magically,
through the blessing of the Lord, man, everything worked out, man. And from that moment on, man, it was like off to the races again, man. Just building on everything that we was doing because that allowed us to keep growing as a local, semi-independent fortress to actually keep everything moving forward. So it actually pretty much helped everybody out, man, at the end of the day.
I got a question. How long did that no loot ride last? Couple years, more than that?
Mm.
All right. The video or just them as a label?
Period as a way, yeah, because they had motion.
I would say that was a good. I could be. Don't throw me up under the bus. That was probably a good 7-8 year run. But the video was on BET for 2 consecutive years within a one. Here's another plug. 2 Cents, that video, Making Money, was in competition with Nelly's Tip Drill. As well as Swab House video. I can't think of the song video it was. Still tipping. So man, again, just seeing that, man, just pretty much just put us on the map, man, in so many ways.
I wonder if the reason it didn't go further was because of the music industry having a paywall, and which was not known about during that time for us, because the success was crazy.
Mhm.
No Loot, 2 Cents were slaying it, and
Yes.
it was like, you're on BET.
Yes.
What's next?
Yes.
And like DJ Snow was on here, and he mentioned to us about how there's a paywall, like it
Mhm.
costs money to get to that next step, but just to get to that point
Yes.
was amazing.
I think there were several factors that pretty much probably prohibit that. For one, the video was only shown after dark.
Yeah.
Because
Oh
of-
yeah, because
because of the content.
Uncensored time.
Yeah.
Yes. But there were some industry insiders who actually made contact with them. So I guess they were getting the radio spins as well as they was getting video spins on BET. So it kind of meshed kind of well. But the business aspect of it, I don't even know. But that's probably that could have been a barrier, but I don't know the in-depth details behind that. But yeah, but they were actually there. So going to the boardroom and actually sitting down and coming up with a contractual agreement, who's to know? I never actually asked them, but yeah.
Now, did they have a follow-up single to that?
Yes, they sure did. Ballers.
Yeah.
They had Ballers, man.
Ballers.
Yeah.
You know who edited that video?
Yes. Yes.
Oh man, shout out.
You said you did one more?
I edited that
Yeah,
video.
that
I don't know if who filmed it.
You
Oh,
did.
I don't- I
edit
didn't
it,
know.
man. Yeah.
I never saw a video. I just knew the
Yeah.
song.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you
Yep.
don't even know where y'all filmed that at?
I
That's
think
all.
I think during that time, I think that video was pretty much probably shot
I can't.
some on the road, some in the city.
Okay.
Because again,
Combination.
East St. Louis has a lot of talent. This area, seriously, this area has a lot of talent. However we can get exposure, that's what we pretty much did. And whomever actually had something at that time, or if you didn't have something at that time, we put you in a video. We were all about, again, the starving artist having a candid moment to be able to get out there and shine.
Yeah.
Again, some other outlets probably would charge you payola-wise. But hey, it's like, hey, you got a skill, you got something that you're doing, maybe we could barter,
Yeah.
trade off.
Yeah.
Because one hand washes the other, and at the end of the day, we all needed each other for something. And that's what, that's what we end up doing,
I got another.
Y'all hear that about the barter system, y'all?
Yeah.
Get it. Need to get it back going to build everything back up.
Yes.
So doing this motion, did y'all ever have to pay DJs for spins?
I don't know what. See,
He
No, Lou
he
had.
wasn't part of the label, so I mean he was handling business
Yes.
with them, right? But
You would know though.
Yeah. No, Lou pretty much, it's like this. No, Lou had what you call leverage. Got artists, you got a buzz, you have venues, you got a connection. Again, he had other businesses outside of what he was doing for us as a record label. So when you traveling, it's again branding, and networking equals partnership. So if you can again barter and you can parallel that on however you can pivot that, use that as your deepest advantage. And that's pretty much what they did. So they had that ride for a long period of time, building relationships, and there wasn't anywhere that they couldn't go that nobody didn't know who they were.
Mhm.
So man, they just brought everything back home, and being able to seeing them out there like that made all of us proud because we all had a part in that. You know,
That's awesome.
yep.
I've commended the East Side on their talent many times over the years.
Mm-hmm.
From a person on the other side, it is now I think I mentioned this before and y'all kind of said, I don't know.
Mhm.
But from a person on the other side, it has always appeared to me
Yes.
that y'all have been more supportive of your own. I know I said that before. I think we had Plot on the episode, or I'm not sure who was on here, and everybody kind of went like, I don't know. But I'm like, again, compared to how it feels over there, it's just always looked more supportive to me.
Yes. Because you got to remember too, Odie, we were tight knits. There wasn't too many of us on the East Side that was making noise, that was doing something.
Mm-hmm.
Shouts out to all of St.
Wow.
Louis, man, because St. Louis, you guys had whenever a show went out, whenever artists came to town, St. Louis had the most busiest jumping clubs. And if you didn't have a relationship with some of the people who own those different venues or the DJs, you didn't get no play, let alone getting any love. So they left a lot of artists to rely on other resources on how they can actually get in the best way that they knew how. You know,
See what y'all were able to do, excuse me, genuinely and organically. Like, I'm gonna play this role. I'm gonna play this role. I'm gonna play this
Yes.
role. That's stuff I've been trying to tell people to do for decades, man.
Mhm.
Like, if you got a crew, it doesn't necessarily mean everybody got to take the stage
Correct.
together.
Correct.
Even if it's one or two artists or whatever, give somebody a role. In 2026, I am still telling people, got somebody, don't worry about needing DJ support. Take somebody and make them a DJ.
Yes.
And do this. I'm
Yes.
saying this shit for years.
Yes.
Make me-
Yes. If you got
I'm a good luggage carrier.
yes. Yes. Yes.
You
We-
more than that,
They
bro.
got more.
Yeah.
You more than that, bro. But I hear you.
We
Yeah,
all-
yeah.
like luggage.
Yes, we all got, like you say, and again, that's all about the part that being a leader, and also too being somebody, you don't necessarily have to be in the light all the time, but you can. Me, seriously, I always wanted to be the person that can play the back,
Yeah.
but because I had a leader's mentality, I couldn't hold back because of what I actually saw. I've always been a visionary.
Yeah.
I've always been about bringing things to life.
Mhm.
And then I'm like, if I'm bringing this, shouts out again to Beatty, because Beatty told me something that I honestly, like King Odie is talking about advice, hear me and hear me well. Beatty told me, because Beatty used to do flyers every week.
Yeah.
They had a show at the club casino every week, without fail. The front part would be the advertisement for the flyer. The back part of the flyer may be the advertising for the club venue.
Mhm.
I had a paper flyer, like I mentioned. Front side of it was the show. The back side of it was like a picture of me and Nice and Hollower.
Yeah, yeah,
And then I
yeah.
said, you know what? I'm going to flip it. I'm going to give these artists a sense of entitlement. So what I did was the front of the flyer was the actual show. The back of the flyer was all the contacts of all the artists.
Yeah.
I showed that to Beatty. Beatty was like, I said, well, Beatty, all my tickets are sold. All my flyers are out. And I said, well, how can I improve my game, my marketing? Beatty told me, and I appreciate Beatty to this day for that. They say, man, you already got the game and running with it, brother.
Yeah.
If I were to take money from you, from what you've already created, you already put yourself in a blueprint situation. You got a proven formula. If I tell you to do anything other than what you're doing, you would just be giving me money.
Right.
And I said, you know what? I
That's
respect
what's
that.
up.
And the next time we had a show, Beatty, shouts out to Beatty, they were on my show, man, as judges, man. That guy showed me so much love. And also, too, man, the Traffic Man, Tony J, rest in peace, my brother. I always give kudos to him,
most
man,
definitely.
because again, so many different instrumental people, man. It
Contribute.
played such a vibrant role, man, in all that we did. We didn't all get here alone. It took somebody. So yes.
And all these things are chapters. You know, chapters that we supposed to learn from. You know what I
Yes.
mean? It doesn't mean that everything is gonna reach the vision that we hoped for, the vision that maybe we planned for, but it's still different chapters that you become a contributor and you learn from it.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
How did you earn the name Playmaker?
I saw a Sports Illustrated magazine, and within that magazine, the Dallas Cowboys had just won a Super Bowl.
Michael Irvin. Wow.
And
90s.
Never knew that.
And I had that Sports Illustrated in my room, and I opened it up, and he was in my favorite car, SL 500 Mercedes Coupe, and on the back of his license plates was PLYMKR.
Okay.
Man, what does that mean? Then I saw the news highlight reels say Playmaker just did another sensational 50-yard. I said, man, I like that.
That's it.
So I said, you know what? Because at that time, Marquette Holloway and Sniper, Nice had Nice. You had King. Oh, I said, man, what? I said, that'll fit just right. I said again, I might be the person that do graphics, marketing, merchandising, or what have you. But I say, at least I can be a person that can make the play. Let me make the play to find a graphic guy. Let me make the play to find a merchandising guy. Let me make the play that can find a DJ, a pioneer that has a relationship.
Playmaker Media was
so that's
born.
how the Playmaker came to play, man. You know, making plays, being able to be vibrant.
Yeah.
How can I
So what is it now? Is it Praymaker?
It's Praymaker, yes.
Praymaker.
It's dope.
Hey.
It's dope.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
It's dope.
church
God
man.
first.
Yes.
God first, for sure.
Yes.
You into gospel music?
Actually, another good thing for people, hey, I do love gospel music, you know, but hey, don't fear away from loving the Lord, you know, loving the Lord, trust the Lord. But it's always a good thing to have. But I made my shout outs to my church, my church family.
Go ahead and shout them out. It's okay.
Yeah.
Shining Light Missionary Baptist Church in East St. Louis, 1216 Colas Avenue in East St. Louis, 62207. If you don't have a church home, feel free to stop on by and join.
He did that like that was a drop.
Right.
It just came natural.
We
but
drop like that.
Yeah.
But being in church, seriously, because at that time, we were doing the music, and I was like, you know what, things ain't, you know, we had a good run, and what have you, and things might be ceasing or what have you. My wife was like, take that same energy that you took into music, helping out all the guys, and bring that to ministry.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I said, how would that be? How can I bring hip hop to ministry? So I'm thinking, I said, you know what? The church crowd is the hardest crowd. You know, I can't bring. Hear me out. I said, you know what? Because at that time, I'm like, let me attend church. Because at that time, I didn't have a church background. But I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and get involved in the church. Let me be a part of the church. And once I actually started being involved in the church and being with my brothers and sisters in Christ, I became to fit right in. But it wasn't until I joined church and I said, you know what? I did do music. I never rap, but here in church, I can have a voice.
Yeah.
So I actually joined our men's choir, man. I can honestly tell you, I may not be the best and I might not be the worst, but I'm right in the middle. And I can honestly say, man, it's a different leg up in life, man, being in church and being in part of a men's choir and being in the ministry, because so many of us, we gravitate towards the things that we do see, but we don't gravitate to things that we don't see.
Right.
Salvation, everybody needs. There's a place where everybody should be. And in this day and age, health is the most important thing that should be on everybody's radar. You know, but also too, being in prayer, man, just being in faith-based or what have you, man, gotta stay positive and you gotta stay prayed up, because so much in our society now, and that's what you guys talked about earlier, being able to touch on topics that are relevant in today's world right now. And being health-wise, because so much social media, you have a child, they go pick up their phone, so much stuff on there. you need to be able to distinguish what's good and what's bad. Not everything that come across that phone is good for them, but but that's just my prayer, my salvation rant on that one.
No,
Still
it's
a good one to have.
Listen, it's beautiful. First
Yes.
off, because your wife was absolutely right. You are who you are. You've been given these gifts that you were aware of. So all she's saying is don't change who you are.
Correct.
Just take who you are.
Bring it to the Lord,
right,
and leave it.
And the Lord will figure out how to make it without question.
Yes.
So I'll ask you this: you say your initial perspective. I don't know if you're saying this in the present or if you just thought this back then. You said church crowds are the hardest.
Oh, yes.
Tell me why you feel that way.
Okay, because how could I introduce or tell them or bring to them I come from a hip hop background when I should be on the stage of Christian music, sort of. I can't bring the bees and that kind of music into the Lord's house.
Right.
So how can I make the adjustment to come in? So by me saying that, I had to get exposure to wanting to sing and wanted to be in hymns and wanted to be harmonized in the church, and then for me to learn popular songs. And sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I would get up there and I'm like, you know what, seriously, I've been on stage for my showcases and announced the next artist, this, that, the other. I'm getting ready to sing in church and I got all sweat. I'm sweating, seriously, because they looking at me, I'm looking at them. Like, what you mean, a poker face in church? Like, what are you doing? What are you about to sing?
Right.
So I'm like, man, how do I bring them? How do I engage them with what I'm about to sing? I just sang something that was more relevant to what's actually current at the time, and it brought everything back together already seriously. And it just made me feel so at ease that not only am I singing in my church, we would pack up, we would go to other churches and sing, man. But that's just the excitement and the zeal, man,
no doubt,
of having that spiritual connection, or just being, with others in Christ, man. It's man, hey, now, it's a beautiful thing.
Was that roughly a decade ago? Give or take. How recent?
Decade for
that experience that you just spoke of.
Oh man, this is now. I'm in church singing.
Well, no.
Okay.
So I asked for this reason.
Okay.
The reason that I wanted.
I had to make the transition. It wasn't overnight.
Right. Well, no. The reason I asked you to explain why you said the church crowd is the hardest. First, you said came from a hip hop background. I would never really look at it as hip hop as much as we were just all in some way tied into the music industry. I said, but no, it's okay. No. So in 2026, I would say, the past decade. This is why I asked, was it a decade ago?
Yeah.
What some call Christian hip hop, what some call gospel rap, has grown so much.
Yes.
In the past, almost in the past 5 to 6, in the 2020s period. It is really,
you can say within the last 10 years.
Yeah. But so my experience, because I do have a love for gospel rap, Christian hip hop. No, I mean, I got a serious, strong love, and this was before I lost my mom, like well before that. As one particular radio station hit the market and started playing it, and I stumbled across it before the 2020.
Right.
I was like, oh man, I'm loving this. It feels good. Here's the thing. I've known artists for so long that I can. It wasn't Christian hip hop at one point. Gotcha. It was gospel rap.
Yes.
And when it was new, or when people were trying it out, gospel rap was sounding dated, no matter what time. For like, imagine someone coming to you in 2000 spitting something that sounds like it was fresh out of the early 80s. Gotcha. And there was this window when it was there.
Oh man.
But now it's as hot as anything. Yeah. The beats are banging and mixes with everything. You know what I mean? So you can your kids can vibe to it.
Yes.
So when you said what I have seen, especially since I found an affection for it, when you say the church crowd is the hardest, there's a same as in any form of music.
Mm-hmm.
Now watch what I'm finna say here. There's old country, there's new country.
Yes.
There is old R&B,
Yes.
there is new R&B.
Yes.
There's old blues, new blues they call Southern Soul now and
Neo
all this.
soul, yeah.
So it would have been too easy for me to start with rap. Obviously,
Mm-hmm.
there's old school rap and new school rap, and if you were old enough to be around when rap was new, we were there. You know, our parents were. What is all this hippity hoppity bibbity bobbity crap?
Yeah.
You know. So what I saw in the church music was, and this may still exist in the present. Old church, new church.
Yes.
Musically, there's a rebellion against it, but the Lord want his word to come in however it come in.
Amen.
And so we get, you know, young people may accept it more this way.
Yes.
Before they get to your way.
Yes.
That's all.
Yes.
So yeah, when you said that like, oh, the church crowd is the hardest, I thought it was gonna be something like that. But yeah, no, man. Look, you got gifts. They gonna open up to you. They just gotta give you a chance.
Hey, again, everybody on the streets knew me for what I did.
Yeah.
The church didn't know me, but I had to introduce myself to a whole new world being in that, because again, I can only sit in church for so long, but again, the church, just like anything else, we need to build a church at the same time.
Yes, sir.
We need to have more men and women, young boys and girls in the church. But how do we actually reach that? So anybody that's out there, if you're a hip hop rapper, fine, love it to death. Also, too, don't be afraid to go into Christian, as Odie say, Christian hip hop, because
that's amazing.
That's a necessity of its own, a lane of its own. And it's just as popular today as it was then, but even more so on the forefront because everybody's doing it now. So if you want to have a slight change of heart, your mother, grandmother, father, you want to make them proud, this might not be the music that they want to hear you doing. Christian gospel music, Christian gospel rap may be just maybe just an outlet for you. So consider that.
Is there some
message.
There's some good money in it.
Oh yeah, man. Lecrae is that dude. Lecrae is that dude.
That's awesome.
You hear me?
I actually got a question for you. You know, you familiar with Karen Clarkson, are you?
Who?
Karen Clarkson.
Clarence Clarkson. No, the name doesn't sound familiar.
Okay. She a big gospel singer.
Okay.
She very creative. So I ain't gonna even ask you the question there.
You know what? I'm not gonna. I got some gospel mixtapes at home. Again,
look her up, man. She is cold.
Yes, and she might just very well be in my on my mix. When I put the mix in, I just let the mix play. I love it. I love it.
I'm gonna send some music to you. Nine gospel rap, but I can send you some gospel rap too.
Man, I got
Christian hip hop.
Yes, I got some good gospel
who got a good
mixes, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you need to share that with me as well.
I'm gonna have them send it to me.
Hey, yo, what up, everybody? This your man, King Odie, holding it down in the studio with the rest of the Grinded Up crew. My man Stice, Nice, and Mauer are all here.
Yeah.
We just want to give a shout out to everybody who's been supporting us on Ko-fi. Stay tuned in, please. Kick your donations down because your donations are helping us grow, and we're gonna have a lot of stuff for you in the future. We lots of prizes, gifts, and so on and so forth. It's all love. Grinded Up crew. Look at that.
Back in equipment. Yeah.
No doubt. We definitely appreciate y'all, man. You'll catch footage, behind the scene footage that you're not gonna see on all the other platforms. So stay tuned. Stay locked up. Stay locked into us. Ko-fi. We love y'all, all right?
Oh, yeah, that was fun. He said, stay locked up. Yeah, he said, stay locked up.
Today has been an amazing trip down history lane. I got to ask the crew, though, how in the world did y'all get a hold of Playmaker? Because that's my guy right there. Like, there's not too many people that would make me go crazy like, oh, my God.
Yes.
Well,
He's one of them. So how did y'all pull the rabbit out the hat? And
well,
who?
It gotta be nice and Odie.
well.
Yeah,
I'm
look,
gonna end up doing some more damn
Yeah.
crime. You'll find out. Just,
little brother,
Playmaker's here for a reason.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice Sniper, aka DJ Nice. I always consider him my little brother because we right down the street from each other, you know. And at the time, we right down the street from each other. So anytime I had a computer issue, what have you, I'll go to his father. Shouts out to Dad. You know, when you speak about family, they have been so open arms, man, with me from the get-go. From this music or just going by the house, man, just sitting, chatting, just having a good meal. Again, you can break bread as far as exchanging money, but there's more so things important as breaking bread is just being in the presence of good people, good family, and having a good spirit. And that's what his family opened their arms to me, so open their house to me. So, hey, man, it's a family affair, definitely.
And by the way,
Yeah. There's a lot of love up in here.
I never called you Sniper. Can I call you Sniper? It's okay. All right.
I gotta second that, man, too, man. I met his mother and father, man, and they were awesome.
Oh, yes.
They were awesome.
Yes.
I didn't see too many 2-parent households where I was from, and when I met them, they just were so open arms. It was like, damn, I didn't even know that happened.
Yes.
So it was new to me. So yeah, I salute his parents.
Yes.
Man. Awesome.
And shout out to Mom, Sniper Mom. She is the hardest. If you seen this, Mom, I love you, but yes, she's the hardest.
But
She,
that's
hey,
so dope because that's literally what we've done.
Hey.
Dude, people
Sniper Mom.
refer to my mom like that. We call it Chan Mama, Mama Chan. We do that with everybody. That's dope.
Yes,
It
yes,
is dope.
yes,
Just when you hear Sniper Mom, you picture a lady on the roof.
yes. And also, too, I'm going to give a shout out. I should have mentioned earlier. I didn't mention my brother-in-law, Mr. Trilogy. Gilbert Wiz, that's my brother-in-law. He's the one that actually started. He was my ride or die.
Okay.
That's my graphics guy. You know, he also did graphics too. You know him, Mr. Trilogy. He was also rapping, did graphics. So we all in the family. One more graphics guy that I'm gonna give shouts out to. That I know he's gonna see this. What's up, Da Vinci? My hat's tips off you because when things I needed to have so much done in a short period of time, I had my guy. So tips off to you, Eric Tannis, aka Da Vinci.
Da Vinci do graphics for me, man.
Yes.
Even now.
Yes.
But be honest, we don't even really know each other.
Yes.
But he been doing graphics.
and he's a good guy, man. He's a good guy, man.
Is that who's doing Inbox?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I was doing the DVD.
And Inbox DVD. Yes.
Every Inbox DVD, that was all me.
Yes.
That's what's up.
Yes.
The intro.
Is the Playmaker logo you?
Huh?
Is that you?
Yep, I made that logo
Yes.
on his hat right there. Yeah.
What? And see, y'all don't, wait a minute. The people watching, y'all don't get this. Playmaker literally said, I retired this hat years ago, but I bought it back just for this.
Yeah.
So that is so dope.
Yes.
It's actually a dope hat.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, there's several colors, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
I had it. Woo. Remember getting the hit breakers to par. Again, it's about the visuals.
I remember.
Mark, banners. Remember.
Yeah.
T-shirts, hats. Shouts out to my guy, Mike, Midwest Tees, man. Again, family affair, man.
You know,
he was the one.
You know he passed away?
I did not know. Rest in peace to my brother. He
was
such a good dude, man. He would give me, he would give us, all of us, shirts, caps, man, because they were just opening up to get the business established. He would give me deals, and I would say, hey, whatever you charge me, that's what I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna get from the DJs. I'm gonna charge my DJs. And he charged me costs, man. He was like, I just need to get the business out there. I need to get the name out there. Shouts out to my brother, rest in peace, Mike.
I'm not gonna do this right now, but I swear, because I'm finally in the stage of going through email and pushing a whole bunch of stuff to hard drive and deleting. I'm pretty sure I could pull up, open some emails. This got the Playmaker logo, the For My DJs.
Everything.
Like they still,
yes.
That's what's
Everything,
Sniper logo,
man.
etc.
Everything.
I know I got Sniper logo a million times.
Yes.
Because you sent it all to us like with different looks. So
Yes. And Da Vinci, the one that hooked me up, they put the face on it. Because y'all was like, man, put a face on the man. I was like, okay. Da Vinci, thank you, my brother. Da Vinci put a face on that man and we roll with it, you know. But the thing about it, man, again, we had so much that we were doing from Hollowware to Sniper to Playmaker, and then we would take off our own t-shirts and put on the Hitbreaker t-shirt, or vice versa. You know, but yeah, again, that's how you exhaust all means. You exhaust all limitations. You leave nothing to chance, and whatever opportunity that's in front of you, you take it and you run with it. You know? Man, I'm telling you. And we had a good we had a good time doing it, man. Seriously.
We really did. I mean, oh my goodness. Inbox magazine, like, it was so crazy. So, like, Hollowware was the clothing line that I started in high school. And I was like, I started doing graphics and just putting it on t-shirts. That's why it became, that's why I became so proficient in Photoshop. Well, it was so crazy because whenever I was doing that, I was promoting the clothing line. But then once I got into the graphics, and I can't remember, but I definitely know you were there in the beginning.
Yes.
And like that, instead of calling myself a graphics company, I was like, well, I just want to promote the clothing company, Hollowware. And it was the most weirdest thing for people, like, who did their graphics? Hollowware. That's a clothing company? No, it's Hollowware.
Yes.
And the name just stuck. And it's crazy. I was doing graphics and I was doing, not graphics. I was just doing the whole DVD for Inbox DVD.
Yes.
Shout out to Bobby. And
Bobby, that's his name. Okay.
He was giving me a deal on some of the issues where we would trade services to where I have a full page ad for what? Hollowware, the clothing company. And I had the one and only language in the advertising.
I remember.
Yes. Yeah.
I remember there was like 3 magazine editions where the back page had it on there.
Yes.
Hollowware.
Awesome. Shouts out to Inbox, Bobby. Man.
Yeah. Let's not forget who the DJ was on the mixtapes.
Oh, dude. Nice was doing it.
You? I was about to say.
You did it.
Yes.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, man. We were many hats.
We were a big circle, and that was the thing. Everybody was helping everybody. It wasn't like how nowadays is. It's a little different. Like nowadays, there's people see each other as competition, and their mentality is different.
Yeah. Everybody, in today's society, the music business has changed so much. It's more so about business of pain, more so about the business of networking. Just think, if we had the resources that we have now back then.
Oh man.
You know, we were working with a skeleton budget. If that, you know, again, gassing up to come see Mark, or just driving down the street to see Sniper, or gassing up to come across that bridge to go down to Pro Jocks to see Odie, to see DJ Insane, DJ Snow, you know, Wayne. I mean, man, it's again, all along I was doing it, you know, we were making history, not knowing that we were actually going to be able to still do what we do. But I think at the end of the day, we didn't know it, but creating lasting friendships, man, to do what we were doing, you know, and that's where we are right now, you know. We should have made this the anniversary edition, man, of some of us coming back together.
Yeah, I mean, wow. I didn't know who was coming on today.
Yes.
And this was the best street ever. So nice. I appreciate that.
No problem, man.
Like, that was a home run.
Yes. Thank you, Nice, for having me. Thank you guys for having me, man. This is a beautiful setup, and you're doing wonderful things, man. You always have done, but look at where you are right now, man. You just pivot this to another level. So I salute you guys, man. Thanks for having me.
The same thing what we did back then, we're doing now. Teamwork.
Yes.
We're all providing our input. We're all providing something for Grinded Up Podcast.
Yes.
It's not just a one-man show, except Nice. He has to edit everything.
Got you.
I feel sorry for him. I used to edit it, and I feel
nice.
But
nice.
He is kicking ass.
Yes.
And like, wow, the superstar team, we're here and we're slaying it. I am So honored that you were able to come by. And man, we could talk
Yes.
for hours, but we'll save that for off the camera.
Yes.
Grind It Up podcast, the one and only Terrill Weston, Playmaker Media.
Yes.
Thank you for being on the
Playmaker.
show.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Run it up, we're chasing all the lights all day, every night.